how to clear the buffer memory we'll discuss. Guys, see what is this buffer memory example. What is this buffer memory? I will give a notes. Before giving a notes, see guys, see, we are taking one string, character a of 20. If I enter character a of 20, this is character a of 20, right? 20 characters memory will be allocated. Okay, where it will be allocated? This memory will be allocated in the stack area. This memory will be allocated in stack area, right? Okay, first if I enter more than 20 characters, where this value will be stored? First you are entering a inputs. See, if I enter any inputs, example, I want to read it two inputs. Example, guys, see, first see. Now I want to take an integer n1 and n2. What is this buffer memory? I will tell you. Integer n1 and n2. What is this n1 and n2? See guys, clear screen, it removes the previous output. First read n1 and n2. How to read n1 and n2? Now I want to read n1 and n2. Enter n1 comma n2. Enter n1 comma n2. How to read n1 and n2? Scanf I have taken. I did not give any variables. See, percentile I have given, right? See, if I give a percentile, where this value will be stored? First, if I read these values, example, now we are entering 10 and 20. Where this value will be stored first? Nikita, Sai Nikita. The stack. No, variable stored in the stack. Okay. See, I did not give a variables. We are reading the values. Where these values will be stored. If I give address of, first we are reading where these values will be stored. See guys, first we are reading n1 is 10, n2 is 20. First buffer memory will be allocated for this. For inputs to read and inputs, buffer memory will be allocated. Buffer. This is called buffer. Input buffer memory. Buffer memory will be allocated first. Okay, after that, if you write address of n1, then it goes to in the stack area. If stack area is there, n1 and n2 you declared. N1 and n2, right? Two variables we have declared. This is n1. First n1 will be stored, n2 will be stored. Okay, first n1 value, 10 value stored in this location. Okay, 20 value stored in this location. Directly it won't go to n1 and n2. First it will store in the buffer memory. Okay, first input value goes to n1. Second input value it goes to n2. Right? Clear this. First in some buffer memory will be allocated for inputs. Okay, to read some data. Buffer memory will be allocated. First it reads into the buffer memory. After that, those values goes to input variables. Right? See, here we did not give any values. Those values stored in the buffer area only. Are you following? Did you get it this point? Lohit, did you understand this point? Lohit, I did not write any address of n1 and address of n2. Varalakshmi.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Right? I did not mention any variables. First, these values stored in the buffer area. Yeah, tell me.
So if you print after scanf n1 and n2, will it print garbage values or the values which we have given in the input?
Does it takes or not? We did not mention here. Example, see, if I did not give anything, sir, can you please? Yeah. Okay, see guys, I did not take any variables here. We are reading scanf, we are taking scanf. What is scanf? We are reading the values. Right? First enter the n1. See, we are taking enter one value, two values I want to read. Enter two values. Okay, I want to read two values. If you read two values, first these values stored in the buffer area. Some buffer memory will be allocated. Some buffer memory will be allocated. From that memory, those values goes to the stack area. After that, these values goes to stack area. Are you following? First stored in the buffer area. From buffer memory, this is called temporary memory. Buffer memory means you know this. Temporary memory is called buffer. Temporary memory. From that temporary memory, it goes to stack area, right? It goes to the stack area. Okay, now what will happen if I take a 10 and 20? 10 value goes, if any variables are there, that variables stored in those locations. Are you following? Example C. Example C. Now I want to take integer n1 and n2. Now I have to take n1 and n2. Clear this n1 and n2. See what will happen. First I will read a first n1. Guys, see, first n1 I am reading. N1, enter n1. This is enter n1. Okay, now first read n1. After that read n2. I want to read n2 also. Printf enter n2. First enter n1 and enter n2. See, scanf read n2 also. I'm not reading directly. One by one value I'm reading. Percentile D, store that value into n2. See, we are reading into the buffer. After that, we are storing in n1 and n2. Print n1 value and print n2 value. See, I want to print n1 value and n2 value. N1 equals to percentile D and n2 equals to percentile. I want to print n1 value, comma, and n2 value. I want to print n1 and n2. Both n1 and n2 values I want to print. First read n1, 10. Guys, all of you concentrate how I am entering inputs. First enter n1. Okay. Next it is asking for enter 20. Right? It is asking first enter the n1, after that enter the n2. First n1 is 10, enter n2 is 20. Sometimes what will happen, guys? See, guys, all of you, first sometime enter n1. Now I will enter like this, 10, 20, 30 like this. Now what will happen now? Okay, sometimes we give a spaces. If I give a spaces, this value stored in how many values you are reading into the n1, into the buffer memory. This is called buffer memory. Buffer memory. Okay, from this buffer memory, whatever the, how many scanf statements are there? Please speak. How many scanf statements are there? 2 scanf statements are there, right? 2 scanf statement. Okay, first value goes to n1, right? This will go to n1. What is n1? 10. It takes whatever the second value goes to the 20. Second value goes to the 20. Okay, after that it prints the n1 and n2 values. It will print n1 and n2 value. What about this value? After reading this line, after executing that line, this input buffer will be removed. This will be removed. Automatically will be removed. Why? Because that is temporary memory. This will be deleted. This will be deleted. First scanf is completed. First అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి, ఇది remove అయిపోతుంది, right? This will be deleted from this memory. Whenever it is first scanf is completed, this memory will be deleted. After that, second scanf, again input buffer memory will be created. See, now if I take n1 and n2, see, it is not asking for n2. See, guys, is it asking for n2? Got it? This input. See, first actual it has to ask like this, enter n1. After that it has to ask n2. See, n1 is 10, n2 is 20. But if I enter 10 at a time, if I give 2 inputs, at a time 2 inputs, if I give without asking a second input, see what is happening? It is not asking for n2. Directly whatever the value it is taking. Clear? Now my task is what? First you are entering 10. It is asking 20 also. I entered. I want to delete this memory. It has to ask for n2 also. You entered n1 only, right? But it is taking n2 also. Now I have given this 2000 also. It takes to as a n2, but I don't want 2000 as a n2. I don't want 2000. This input I have to delete it. I want to delete this memory. How to delete this memory? If you are not deleting, what will happen? This 10 value stored in n1, this 2000 value stored in n2. This 10 values stored in N1, this 2000 values stored in N2. Clear it is. I want to delete this buffer memory. It has to ask for N2 also. This has to ask for N2 also. See, it is not asking for N2. I want to delete it. To delete that memory, we have a functions. What is that function? Fflush. We have a function fflush, and the other function is what? Flush all. Two functions are there. Okay. What is flush and what is flush all? Okay. What is buffer memory? You understood, right? To read input values. Okay. C programming or OS, it allocates some memory for the inputs. It allocates some memory for the inputs. To read inputs, some memory will be allocated. That memory is called buffer memory. Okay. OS allocates some memory. That memory. Okay. How to delete that memory? We have a fflush function. What is fflush? Right. What is fflush? We have different input functions. What are this fflush? It deletes. It deletes. It deletes standard input buffer memory. Standard input buffer memory. Standard input buffer memory. Okay. Okay, how many inputs are there? I mentioned here standard input buffer. Standard. Okay, how many types of inputs are there? How many types of inputs are there? Vandana, how many types of inputs are there? Varalakshmi,
Three types.
three types. Good. What are the three types of inputs? We know this standard
Uh,
input output, standard and secondary and console. We have three types of inputs, three types of outputs. Standard means reading from the keyboard, reading from the keyboard. Okay, reading from the standard input device is keyboard. Output device is monitor. You know this monitor. Standard output device is monitor. Standard reading from keyboard and displaying the output in monitor. That is called input device is keyboard and output device is monitor. Secondary means reading from the file, writing into the file. This is called secondary input output. Secondary input out, reading from the file and writing into the file. Console means command prompt, reading data from the command prompt and writing into the command prompt. Console area will call console. That is called console input. We use getch functions, right? Getch, getchar, getche. That is called console input functions. Scanf, gets, we use, right? Scanf function, they are called standard. Fredo, fprintf, fscanf we use. Fscanf is, that is called secondary functions. Okay. What is fflush? Fflush is what? It deletes standard input buffer memory. Standard input buffer memory. Syntax is what? Syntax is what? Right. This is syntax is void fflush standard input. Here we need to write standard input. What is standard input? Constant. Okay, standard input constant. Fflush. What is fflush? This is fflush only deletes standard input buffer memory. Flush all. You name is what? All. It deletes all the memory, all buffer memory. It deletes flush all. Function is what? It deletes. It deletes all input buffer memory. All means different types of standard, secondary and console. We have different types of input and output. In first class we discussed scanf functions. At the time of scanf we have three types of input: standard, secondary and console. Okay, if you use scanf, that is standard. We are reading from the keyboard is called scanf, that is standard. Secondary means reading from the file. Console means reading from the command prompt, that is called console. It deletes all type of inputs, all type of input buffer memory, all type of input buffer memory. Syntax is what? Syntax is what? See this. What is that? Void flush all. Void flush all. Flush all. Void means no parameter is required. No parameter is required. Okay, we discuss this. Void flush, void fflush, and void flush all. See, clear this. You understood, right? First write this buffer memory. What is buffer memory? Okay, OS allocates some memory for OS allocates some memory for input, for input values, for input values. That is called buffer memory. OS allocates some memory for input values, or C language, or C compiler. whatever it is. OS allocates some memory for input values, that is temporary memory. Okay, temporary memory, that is called buffer memory. Yeah, why am I discussing this? You can understand if I discuss in structure program. Okay, some memory for input values, buffer memory, right? How to delete flush shell and fflush, flush shell and fflush. This is standard IO operation, secondary and console input output. Different types of inputs are there. Yeah, guys, see. Finished, huh? Yeah, okay, see. When we use this fflush, see this. If it is finished, check it once. See. Here we have written N1 and N2. See this N1 and N2. First N1 value. This is the actual we need to enter like this. N1 is 10, N2 is 20. N1 is 10 and N2 is 20. If we enter sometimes like this, N10 space 20. Now it is taking, it is not asking for N2. Okay, it has to ask for N2 also. See, after entering N1, I want to delete that memory. How to delete that memory? Fflush. We can use stdin, fflush stdin. That is standard input is required, standard input constant is required, fflush. Or also we can use flush all also. It can delete all, anything we can use. Flush all void means no need to write anything. Flush all or stdin. Now see once what will happen. One error, when you use stdin, we need to write hash include stdio.h header file, hash include stdio.h header file. See once execute, first enter n1 10. If I enter 20, it will work nicely, right? If I enter spaces also, 10 space 20 space, see guys, we enter previous like this 30 40. Actually what happened, 10 value has taken by n1, 20 value is taken by n2. It is not asking for n2 first. Now it will ask. See this, what happened here, you have written fflush. This is deleted that memory, only 10 value has taken, 10 value has taken. Fflush means it deleted that memory. Now it is asking for N2. Now it is asking for N2. Enter 20. Now it takes. Clear this? You understood, right? What is fflush?